So, I've heard that Dexter has passed away. In commemoration of Dexter, I am going to read this whole thing. We are absolutely devastated to share that we had to say goodbye to the greatest dog, best friend, and part of our family for the last 12 years. Dexter, early Wednesday morning at December 11th, 2024. I can't even begin to put into the words just how heartbroken and lost we feel. I know anyone who has lost a pet knows this feeling. Bobby and I had him for almost our entire relationship, getting him when he was 8 weeks old. He's been there since the start of the YouTube channel, my YouTube channel. Been there through countless new jobs, moves, vacations, getting married, and the birth of 2 daughters. Honestly, cannot picture what life will be like now without him. It doesn't feel real. It's a grief that feels like actual pain. And it's so hard to talk without immediately bursting into tears. Seriously, the greatest dog ever. And I'm not saying that just because he was ours. He makes me scared to ever get another dog because I feel like no other will compared to him. He was loyal, protective, and funny and great with kids. He had such a funny stance because his legs were at an odd angle and his body was longer than his legs. We always said he was a big dog trapped in a small dog's body, and that he also was more of a person than a dog in his personality. Everyone who knew him fell in love with him. He loved barking at everyone who came near the house, loved chasing animals outside, loved going on walks, loved following us wherever we went, and loved food, especially cheese and steak. Dexter was diagnosed with kidney disease back in September after we noticed that he had lost a lot of weight and was getting super picky with eating his normal dog food. We were told we could manage or slow the disease with a special kidney diet. However, he started to decline mid-October to where we thought we were about to lose him. After working with his amazing vets, we committed to doing everything we could to try and manage it. Administering IVS, Bobby was a rock star and forced himself to get over his fear and need us to do this. And oral medications twice a day, as well as cooking him a fresh kidney-friendly diet for every meal to entice him just to eat again. Bobby was incredible with all the time he spent shopping and cooking for Dexter daily. He also would need to go out 1 to 3 times a night for the bathroom, which was pretty rough considering we were also juggling an infant not sleeping through the night either. Through we saw improvements, and even though we were running ourselves into the ground emotionally and physically, it was worth it to see him enjoying life again a bit. But soon after Thanksgiving, he started to decline rapidly, and even with everything we were still doing, he stopped eating, lost 30% of his total body weight, wasn't able to walk anymore without our assistance, was walking more at night, and became uninterested in everything in favor of laying in one spot all day. His tail wagging was gone, greeting us at the door was gone, following us upstairs at the girls to bed was gone, and excitedly barking at everyone coming near our house was gone. We took him to see the vet, and we made an extremely hard decision that it was time. He had one more full day with him where we spent all time and night being right next to him, and trying to get him to eat small bits of all of his favorite foods. The next morning, he passed away peacefully in his own bed in our home with Bobby and I holding him. Share all of this not just so all you understand how tough things have been for of us these last couple months, caring for him constantly on top of an infant and a toddler, while also dealing with grief for toddlers, knowing this was eventually coming for and watching him slowly deteriorate. But also remind myself and Bobby now and in the future, looking back, that we did absolutely everything we could to keep him going for as long as we could. I feel comfort in knowing that we cared for him as much as we possibly could, even though we were already spread so thin mentally and physically. To be honest, I haven't been eating much, sleeping much, been social or active much. Just generally haven't been taking much care of myself at all these last 3 months, which most likely led me to getting very sick for 2 weeks straight, starting from Thanksgiving night. I feel awful inside and inside and out, and I need to take time to pick myself back up. I have not been or felt like myself for a while. Wow, now through all this, sorry for my mumbles, I'm planning to post a video in this honor eventually, but I need to wait until I can verbally form a sentence about him without breaking down. I also won't be able on a regular upload schedule for a while. I need to take time to take about myself and my family through this tough time. Want to give yourself time to grieve. I hope all you understand. I'm so happy that I got to share a small part of him with all of you on the internet over these last 12 years. He was so loved by so many of you. I'm also so incredibly grateful to all of you, this community, for allowing me to have this job that allowed me to spend almost every day, all to have half of Dexter's life home with him. Hug your own pets and or your Dexter plushie tighter. It'll be disappearing for a bit. In this post, the first photo is the last photo I took of Dexter, and the last photo is the first photo I ever took in him, and a couple of favorites in between. And these are the photos. My God, I feel like crying, dude. Even though I never knew him, bro, it literally feels like a real dog that I lost. Rest in peace, Dexter, and goodbye.